Happy belated 4th of July. You guys all know the French, right? Those guys that invented the guillotine have been known throughout history for surrendering for other people's wars, but killing a lot of their own politicians. Those French. I'm here to give you a little public warning. You know, a random French event is unlikely, but always possible, especially here in the States. Now, you got 5 levels. You've got peace, you've got civil unrest, you got protests, you got shitting in a river, and you have the guillotine. And we are right here. We're at shitting in the river. The DC-33, the union in Philly that represents your public service workers, like your trash collectors, your EMTs, your street maintenance, your crossing guards, etc. They announced a strike 3 days ago, which has been leading to piles of trash filling up as they've been refusing to work because they want to get paid more. Their demand has been a 5% increase in pay over the next 3 years. The counteroffer that their mayor has been bringing to them since 3 days ago with no changes has been a 7% increase in pay across 3 years. That equals out to about 2% per year. She has been going on and on about how she's going to be remembered in the right side of history for saving Philadelphia millions of dollars instead of paying her federal workers a livable wage. She has given the public a list of trash collection sites to put trash while she gets the situation under control. The community has pointed out that these are known to the locals as primarily black neighborhoods. The other proposal she's been saying is that we should all just store it in our cars.
Not filling our cars with garbage, Sherelle Parker, okay? No one wants to do that. For those of y'all who don't know, the mayor of Philadelphia just asked the entire population of Philadelphia, every single city resident, to scab against a union. Because right now, the trash men are on strike. Yeah, it's actually a pretty big union that has more than just trash men, but the big one, their big bargaining chip, is that they are the sanitation workers union. And right now, they're in a labor dispute with the 100th mayor of Philadelphia, Sherelle Parker. Some of y'all might know Sherelle Parker as the mayor that tried to sell an entire Philadelphia neighborhood to a billionaire so he could build a fucking arena that nobody wanted. Well, now Sherelle Parker, after giving herself a raise, after expanding her executive team with 6-figure salaries, is now demanding that sanitation workers and other city employees should not get raises, should not have cost of living increases, and instead should just accept the bullshit that she wants to offer. And while they're in the middle of their negotiation, while they're in the middle of their argument, they said, hey, July 1st, we're going on strike. We're the trash men. We're not picking up the trash. You don't want to pay us? We're not going to pick it up. And then she said, well, the city of Philadelphia will just set up trash pickup sites throughout the city. We'll have areas, designated areas for Philadelphians to throw the trash. I don't know if you've ever been inside your own fucking city, Sherelle Parker, but we already have trash nados. We're one of the only cities in America that has little tornadoes of trash. Ask me how I know. Ask me how many hot Cheetos bags have hit me in the middle of the fucking face. And now, instead, you've picked 50 spots all over Philadelphia. And what are most of those spots, Sherelle Parker? Public parks. You're going to fill our public parks with fucking garbage. And then you had the gall. You had the absolute gall to be like, Philadelphians, you should just grab your trash and throw it in your car and drive it to these locations. 30% of Philadelphians don't have vehicles. They don't have cars. You're asking 480,000 Philadelphia residents to grab a bag of garbage and walk it up to a mile in 90-degree heat and how much fucking humidity, Sherelle Parker? How much? So yeah, you just asked the entire city to fucking scab. I'm standing with District Council 33. I'm standing with the sanitation workers. I always am going to stand with actual workers because unlike some fucking Philadelphia and Pennsylvania Democrats, John Fetterman, we know who builds this fucking country and who builds this fucking state and who builds fucking Philadelphia. It's fucking union labor all goddamn day.
And, you know, of course, with her telling all of her people that they should put the trash in their own backyards, the people have been trying to take it to her backyard, threatening and sometimes attempting to take those bags of trash and put it in her backyard and in the lawn of the mayor's office, to varying degrees of success.
Well, something strange just happened just literally seconds ago, Tracy. We are outside of City Hall. There's a rally that's scheduled to take place sometime around now. But look over here. I can just tell you that about 4 or 5 people with kind of those COVID masks on came over here and just started throwing garbage. Mark, if you walk around the corner, they just came up here with a bunch of garbage bags and just chucked it on the ground over here and then ran away. I can tell you that an officer ran after them and was looking after a license plate. But all of this garbage right here, somebody, literally 3 or 4 people, came up and just chucked it on the ground. So that is a little more of that protesting and some of that frustration.
How bad do you have to fuck up to get Americans to protest like the French? We're the country that democratically elected the fascist Cheeto. Our most violent protest is people going out and getting shot by cops. I'm a big supporter of labor and unions, and this is a big issue more on that front and getting away from Trump politics, as the original vision of this channel was to bear witness and be on the starting line to see labor politics actually come to the US, maybe the rise of a labor party. I've been distracted by Trump politics for a couple months now. It's time to shift away from that and get back into labor. I have been pointed to a US organization, votelabor.org. It's a website. I haven't navigated the website. I plan to later, but I would suggest checking it out because it's good to see that even though we don't have a labor party, the concept of labor officials is becoming a thing. And that's all I have for you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a wonderful rest of your day, and stay a fan.